Hello and welcome, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Lunch with Lisa. If you are watching live, drop a note in the chat. Hopefully I can see it. Not sure. Anyway, welcome. And I am Lisa Warner. I am the author of The Simplicity of Self-Healing and the creator of the Facebook group Soul Source Healing. So today on Lunch with Lisa, I wanted to talk about something that I'm watching happen out in the world that really doesn't need to be happening, but it is, and it's affecting everybody. And what I wanted to talk about was sickness. What I'm watching is everyone in the world right now is running around in fear of getting sick. But what actually happens when we get sick? Let's look at the example of food poisoning, because we get really sick when we have food poisoning, right? So what happens? We get food poisoning. We end up with vomiting, diarrhea, fever, feeling aches and pains and feeling awful. But if our body didn't get sick, it wouldn't be able to expel the toxins. The getting sick is actually how the body rebalances itself. It's how the body heals itself. We have been misguided in our belief that there's something wrong with our bodies when our bodies get sick. I'm using food poisoning as an example because it's just simple to see. If our bodies didn't get sick, they wouldn't expel the toxins, and the toxins would take over and we would die. So if our bodies don't get sick, they can't rebalance themselves because that is their process. We are, as a humanity right now, we are terrified of our body's natural biological processes. We have been convinced by the powers that be that there's something wrong with our bodies. When there's coughing, congestion, fever, vomiting, diarrhea, stomach aches, we have become convinced that these things are bad, when in fact, they're necessary parts of life. They are necessary for our survival. So sickness has been turned into a wrongness, that there's something wrong with our bodies. And it is causing massive societal disruption, with people running around in fear of getting sick. And you know what happens when people run around in fear of getting sick? It's the fear that unbalances our body. When we are unbalanced, when we're in states of fear, guilt, doubt, anxiety, depression, these are unbalanced states. There's nothing wrong with them, but they are simply not the states of being that any normal infinite being would exist in. We are infinite beings. Bliss, well-being, abundance. Those are our natural states of existence. Anything unlike those states of existence are an unbalanced existence. Anything that makes us feel bad is something that is unbalancing us. And when we are unbalanced, our bodies try to help us counteract whatever the imbalance is. So our bodies unbalance themselves in direct proportion to our unbalancedness. So when we have mental and emotional imbalances, thoughts of fear, doubt, guilt, worry, those are unbalanced states. They don't feel good. And when we don't feel good mentally and emotionally, we don't feel good in our bodies. So our bodies counteract that. They react to the imbalance that we are feeling in the body. So when we heal the imbalance, when we bring ourselves back into balance, then our cells have to rebalance themselves. When our cells rebalance themselves, we have coughing, congestion, fever, vomiting, diarrhea, aches and pains, all different kinds of ways that the body rebalances themselves. So we have been looking at getting sick in completely the backwards direction. Getting sick is actually healing. It's how the body rebalances itself. As we make this transition in consciousness, we are moving from the old unbalanced third dimension into a brand new state of being in the fifth dimension and beyond with expanded consciousness. But we cannot expand into the higher states of being until we let go of the illusions, the misperceptions that we've been holding on to. And right now, humanity is being forced to look at the misperceptions. So we are out there trying to prevent getting sick. If we prevent our ability to get sick, we will literally die. If our bodies can't get sick, they will die. We are getting shot to try to prevent the thing that actually keeps us alive. This makes no sense. To try to inhibit our body's ability to get sick is pretty sick. It is very unbalanced. Right now, we are each being called to learn about what's actually happening to our bodies. We are each being called to expand our consciousness, to expand our awareness, to start to notice what's actually happening. Because survival of the fittest is a real thing. People who start suppressing their body's ability to get sick are not going to end up being the fittest ones, because our bodies have to be able to rebalance themselves. So I invite you to start looking at sickness in a different way. My favorite quote is from Wayne Dyer when he said, "When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change." And when we change the way we look at sickness, we stop fearing it and we actually start welcoming it and we start understanding it. And when we are able to welcome it, do you know what happens to that sickness? It lasts about this long instead of this long. When I used to have a cold, it would last this long. When I realized that there was nothing wrong with my body and my body was just clearing itself, cold started lasting hours. rather than days or weeks. Once I finally realized that the cancer that appeared to be attacking my body was simply my body trying to rebalance itself, and cancer went away really fast, all by itself. But I had to change the way I was looking at it. I had to stop thinking that I was sick and that there was something wrong with me or something wrong with my body. So we are infinite beings, and there's nothing in this physical reality that has any power over us other than our own misperceptions, our own out of balance beliefs. So I invite you, if you would like to change the way you look at things, if you would like to change the way you look at your body, so your body can heal itself quickly, easily, effortlessly, without any fear, without having to run to the doctor to find out what's wrong with you. If you would like to change that entire paradigm, Conscious Self-Healing is the 6-week course that I have designed to help walk you into a brand new state of consciousness so that you can see who you are and how your body is actually designed to work, so that you get out of fear of getting sick, so that you can embrace your body and all of its processes, and you don't have any fear about what's going on in your body, and you can start to rebalance your body and yourself in a way that you stop getting sick, that your body doesn't have to go out of balance anymore, that you don't have to go out of balance anymore. Are you ready to put yourself back in the driver's seat of your own health and happiness? If so, Conscious Self-Healing is for you. So if you would like to enroll in this course, if you would like more information, please reach out to me. Send me a message, send me an email. You can reach me through my website, connectingyoutoyou.com. You can reach me through the Soul Source Healing Facebook group. Send me a message on Messenger, but reach out. March 15th, 2021, this course starts again. There's still some enrollments available. If you're interested, please reach out. All right, I hope this was helpful. Please start looking at things from a different perspective. So when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. All right, thanks for joining me for another episode of Lunch with Lisa. Until next week, create for yourselves a great week. Bye for now.